So welcome to my backyard. I'm going to do this in a bunch of pieces. So this is sort of a series I'm going to be working on. Something a little different. We moved in February to this beautiful house right behind me here. This is the back of it. We're on about, we've got back here behind me, including the lot itself, about 3.5-ish, maybe 3 acres. And so this back 2.5 acres, 2 acres or so, are just wide open. They're just woods and stuff. So we're going to be building some trails. I'm probably about 30 minutes from San Lee now. And I love San Lee. I think it's the best park in the area for sure. Absolutely not. Do I think it definitely is. There's got more than anything in any other park in the area for sure. Amazing downhill trails, just great cross country trails, some great single track, lots of techie stuff. But it's a bit of a ride, and with my new work schedule, I'm really struggling to get down there. So I've got these trails here, and I mean all this property here. I thought, well, we're going to build some trails. So right now I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of what we're doing. So I've already cut. I spent about 2 days, not full days, but I've dedicated about 2 parts of 2 days to clearing out basically the framework. And I'm going to show you where we're going to end in a minute when we come through here. I'm almost finished figuring out the single track-ish part of it, but I'm going to be looking for a bunch of feedback on this because I've got a couple of spots I want to put some features in just to make this more fun. It's not completely flat, but it certainly doesn't have any real substantial elevation to it either. So I'm going to try and take advantage of as much as possible. Really kind of inspired by the whole Seth's bike hacks and Burn Peak kind of thing, because he built a bunch of trails in his backyard. Like, he is in Asheville and he does have some elevation, but I'm going to try and maximize what I have. So I'm going to kind of just flip this camera around. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a trip. So we're going to come in from up the side of the house and kind of just drop in right here, and then we're on the trail. And then I'm going to kind of just point out a couple spots for what's going to happen when and where, and eventually, essentially, this is going to kind of be the exit. Will come right back out here, but we're going to go in right here, and you'll see I'm going to have a lot of alternate lines because my grandkids ride with me and they love to hike out here with me, so I want to have something for them to be able to ride on and progress. This tree right here is going to be probably our first project. I'll actually probably film that later, but that'll be another episode. But this is going to be part of the first drop. And then this log right here is kind of a skinny. I'm going to put a couple of planks on it here and there because I'm balance challenged. But and then right along the side, this side is going to be kind of the alternate line right along here. So we're just going to kind of step up here. Come through here, we're going to ride this across, and believe it or not, it was easier to ride than it was to walk the first couple of times. So I'm going to come down here, kind of speed through this section, and we're going to turn, and then we do have a little bit of a drop, not much, but we're going to put a drop in right here. So I'm going to kind of clack that tree right there is going to become this drop. I don't have any money to spend on lumber, so I'm going to make everything. I don't even have a chainsaw. I'm going to be using a Sawzall. We'll see how that goes. So we're going to head down here, and actually probably get about I'm going to flip this around here for a second and give you kind of an idea. So I've got a little bit of elevation. I think if I come just past this tree right here a little bit, I'll have about probably a good 1.5 feet, maybe even a 2-foot drop. And that'll give me some good speed. So coming right down through here. And I've already got a little jump. This is kind of a layout. I'm going to have to shore this up, kind of rebuild this right here. But that's kind of the beginnings. And actually that gives me a pretty good launch where I land right around here with my bike, kind of clear this little divot. And then we land right around here, and then I'm going to come around right around here. I'm going to need a berm. I'm going to need a berm right around here if I want to keep any speed whatsoever. These are going to be pretty tight, techie, single track kind of trails. over this little mess of logs. And we go up here and kind of get an idea what this might look like. And then we're going to make a left right here. And then this is going to be the second feature, which is going to be kind of I want to kind of come out, then drop, then have an extension, then another drop. That right here, you can't really see it, but if I come down here and look back, you'll get a better idea of what kind of height I'm dealing with. So there you go. So we were right there by that little, we were right there. We kind of came around and down, and this right here drops down. And we're going to take this right into this, headed down this way. This was a bunch of work. I should have filmed, but I didn't. It was quite an undertaking getting through this section here, and it's going to be, I think, a bit to maintain it, because these rhododendrons and all these other trees really want to take back over. But I was kind of able to hack through here and kind of get a little bit of a clearing. And then I'm thinking I might have to do some sort of like a little bit of a deck work, like raised trail with wood over this section, because it's pretty soft. You can kind of see, you can hear it, you can actually see it now. It did just pour for like 2 days, but still. So we're gonna come up here and then hook a left. Oh yeah, it's a little slick. And then we've got 2 lines. Yeah, you can see there's all water over here and stuff. So we've got 2 lines. We've got we come through here, and we got the kids line right there, and then we've got kind of my line, which is going kind of hopping up all this stuff, and then over, and then we're going to head into this. This is very jungle-ish back here. So we hop over these logs. I don't know how long they're going to last. They're pretty beat on already. Oh, we're going to come up here. These roots are super slick. Hang left. Coming up here. You can see how kind of tight everything is in here. And we're going to head up here. And we've got 3 sort of these loops. So we go in, and we kind of go back up, out. We turn, and then we're going to head over these logs, and then we're heading back down. I'm hoping if we get a little berm going on that turn, I'll have a little bit more speed. Down here, I want to try and, I definitely want to need a little berm right here. Again, it's all about kind of trying to keep some speed up. We're cutting up here, and we're coming back up again through this section. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come up and then cut back again. This one is a little bit longer. We kind of come out here, up here, and then we'll cut back in right over here. This is cleared, believe it or not, a lot compared to what it was, but you can kind of see the trail here. And we can head up. Now we cut up again. And head up here. And then we're going to cut right down here to here. Cut over. We're kind of in a little bit of a cut right here. And see this log, we're going to follow this log and then cut back again here. And we're here. And then I'm going to make my way up. Kind of in here somewhere. I haven't figured it out. That's what I got so far. So, yeah, it's a lot of trail for a little piece of property. And I'd really love to go more into that. But I don't need to do that much right now. I'm trying to get the basics and a basis for a little bit of a trail going in here. Once I get the kids riding in here and myself a little bit. Number one, though, is going to be cutting up that tree over there. And then over here, we've got the drop. He's coming right down here. You can kind of see it up by that pile of logs, maybe. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. That's going to bring us there. Then we're going to have a jump. We're going to fortify that jump, which is right behind that tree over there. You can't really see it. We go down, then we turn. Need a berm there. Then we need, up at the top, I need another sort of like deck. Roll down, and then out, and then drop. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. I don't have a chainsaw. I have a Sawzall. And I'm going to try and do this. Part of this project is trying to use, as you can see, there's a ton of trees back here that have come down over probably just the last couple of years. Some of them, like this one right back here, has been down much, much longer than that. Some of these guys, like this one right here, is probably, and that one right there, will probably give me a couple of years of existence. So that's kind of the plan right now, is to use what's here as much as possible. Probably I have a billion screws, 3-inch, 2.5. I'm hoping the 3s are enough. And I got a little axe, like one of those little, those little baby ones, like a hatchet, hand hatchet, for splitting the smaller ones. And those are going to be my planks. Because honestly, I don't want to use 2x4s. I hate riding on 2x4s. I like a really rough cut, like nasty looking, like split open log for riding surfaces, because 2x4s just get slick and nasty. And that kind of burly, like not refined looking stuff is actually way better to ride on in terms of like sticking to things, because you're out here in nature, and in nature things get wet and slimy, and and they just get messed up. So I'd rather do that. So that's the plan. So there you go. So that's today so far, and that's what we're going to end on today. But I do want your feedback. Any thoughts and ideas? I know there's a million different things I can do right now. Just so you know, most of the wood out here is just simply like a oak, a maple, maybe some poplar, maybe, and pine. That's all I got. But the oaks are the good, strong, healthy trees for the most part. I'm not cutting any of those down, so don't even think about it. If there's any laying around, definitely going to use them, because that's obviously really good wood to use. I wish we had some redwood or some cedar. I'm never going to cut down anything like that unless it's fallen over. I love cedar trees. It's just, and they're great wood to work with, but there's no cedar in here. So anyway, that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Just tune back in. I'm probably going to try and do one of these, at least one a week, of these episodes. So I'd love you tuning in. Appreciate it. And that's about it. I'm going to get to it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.